Hi, Will from Sound on Sound at the NAMM show in Anaheim on the Cloud Mics booth with Roger Cloud himself. Roger, how are you doing?
Great, Will. It's nice to see you.
Roger, you've got the Cloudlifter ZI. So what's different about the ZI from the other Cloudlifters? And can you give the story of the Cloudlifter to people who maybe don't know it already?
Sure. Well, the Cloudlifter, as you know, provides about 25 decibels of ultra clean gain for passive microphones like ribbons and dynamic microphones that are gain hungry, that need a lot of gain, and it's difficult to get enough and with a lot of the preamps and interfaces out there. So what the Cloudlifter allows you to do is operate your preamp in its comfort zone by getting 25 decibels up front before it hits the preamp through our Class A discrete gain stage. And it's been a really great tool for people to work with the SM7B or RE20, even SM58s, and of course your ribbon mics, both classic and modern.
So the ZI then, it's also got an instrument input.
Right, that's what the ZI does. It's actually an active DI, and it has variable impedance, which allows you to do tonal shaping just as the Cloudlifter Z does for microphones. You can plug your guitar or your bass or your keyboard into this, and it goes through a really nice hand-wound Cinemag transformer built right here in Southern California, and then that changes it from high Z to low Z and feeds it into the mic pre section of the ZI, which gives you the variable Z loading interface and allows you to load the output of the transformer custom so that you can customize your tone and use it basically as a character control. You can take control of the character of your instrument in a way that you can't really do with EQ. It's a tone control, but you can't really do it the same way. Impedance has that sort of particularly beautiful way of changing the tone and giving you new options with your sound. So it's continuously variable from, again, the Cinemag transformer converts it to low Z, so it's variable from 150 ohms up to 15,000 ohms, which is a pretty wide range for a mic pre-section of a device like this. And so you really can get like a broad range. At the very low settings, you get a real forward mid-range, sort of a smoother top, a little more tightness in the bass response. And as you go up, you get the opposite. You get this big giant bass and a little more top end. And so you can kind of go anywhere in between.
And the output switches as well, can you talk us through what these are affecting?
Sure, the outputs give you minimum, more, or maximum gain. It depends on the impedance of the instrument and the preamp. So it's a little bit dependent on that. And it also depends on one of the functions of the ZI is that when you're not using a 1/4 inch instrument, you can actually use an XLR, and it's just like a regular Cloudlifter Z for microphones. So it does dual duty.
Okay.
So with microphones, the minimum gain setting is around 6, and then up to 12, and then about up to 25. And with an instrument, it's about 3, 6, and 12. It's about half, because with the high to low Z transformer, you actually lose some gain, which is normal with any instrument step-down transformer like that. But you more than make up for it with the Cloudlifter's 25 decibel gain stage Class A discrete circuitry. So it's a little less with instruments, and you don't need as much with instruments either, so that's great. But if you do have a really weak instrument, this is a great tool to get those piezo pickups and passive pickups to put out a little bit more, and it allows you to really turn down your interface significantly, so you can bring the noise down with it. The high pass filter that's on here also is continuously variable, and it's tied to the impedance.
Okay.
So at 150 ohms, you get a really narrow sound. It's cutting up to about 4K. As you go higher, it lowers, and it goes to around 20, 30 hertz at its
So what's the thinking
setting.
around that working that way?
Well, you can just turn it until you get the shape you're looking for with either a mic or an instrument, so that you're fitting in the mix. You can get rid of some of that boom on the acoustic guitar. If you've got a ribbon mic, you can control the proximity effect with this, where you might need, you might want to just get more of that mid-range and top end, so you can really go cut pretty deep into the bass response if you want to. And it's a gentle slope at about 6 dB per octave.
Great.
So that can work really well to sort of shape your tone, basically, and you can use it as an effect. You want to do something really trebly sounding and or mid-rangey, you can do that for an effect.
So how much is this going to cost then, and when's it going to be available to the public?
US map price is $379.
Okay.
And that's with all the fabrication, circuit board manufacturing, and transformer and all the essential components.
Solid metal construction.
Solid metal construction made right here locally in the Southwest United States. So $379, and it comes with a lifetime limited warranty. And we, as most people know, we stand behind our products and we offer free support.
And available when again?
By the end of March.
By the end of March. Great. Okay. Thanks, Roger.
Wonderful. Great to see you, Will. Appreciate it.
Cheers.